Hey, week nine. Nine. We're over, well, right at in between, halfway through the season. I guess we're just over. We're about to be over the hump. But dude, week nine, you wait all year for Christmas and now it's almost over already. Like it's wild. But it's also been one of the craziest years I can remember ever playing fantasy football with all the injuries. We got a couple of big trades. Yeah, they didn't wait till the deadline for trades, which that deadline is coming up Tuesday. So we have that to look forward to. Maybe we'll see a couple more. Cooper Cup, maybe somebody else. You never know. But we got to get through week 9 first. And for that, we got our main man, the professor, here to give us some buys. So why don't you give us that first buy of the week?
Hey, Kyle, good to see you. It's hard to believe, like you said, we're going into week 9. So I figure let's kind of create some excitement this week. Let's give up some good buys.
Let's do it.
My first buy of the week, and look, we know the strategy. I've talked about it before. You want to try and find buying windows, selling windows. This is a buying window for who can potentially finish um, the season as the number one RB, and that's Breece Hall. I think some owners are a little bit off of him with the kind of the mini breakout of Braylon Allen. But Breece is still dominating the touches in this backfield. He's still touching the ball well over, well, maybe not well over, but over 70% of the times. He's averaging 18 touches per game. So keep that in mind. He's averaging 18 touches per game. He's an elite RB. He did not post double-digit score this past weekend, and they're facing the Houston Texans this weekend, which is a very, very tough matchup for running backs. And so I think we've got a little kind of mini window here where you might be able to find someone who is, is receptive to the thought of trading Breece. You're going to have to pay for Breece to get Breece. But, this is a guy, if you can get him on your roster, he can kind of get you over the finish line this year.
Yeah, this is one of those types of trades where it's like, yeah, you're going to have to pay for him because his value's still up, but maybe not quite as much still as you would normally. And it's funny, too, because when Adams was traded to the Jets, I kept making jokes like, Breece is going to get hurt. His stats will be hurt because they're not going to have to run the ball ever again. Obviously, that was a joke. If anything, Adams helps open up running lanes for him in that offense, having multiple threats at receiver. I'm 100% with you. I think trying to get him now for even if it's just a slight discount over normal would be an absolute boon for your fantasy team going into the back half of the season.
Yeah, I'm just looking to get him on my roster if I can. And ordinarily, any trade offer you send to a Breece owner gets instantly rejected, but you might have a window here to try and acquire him.
Yep. Put together a really good offer and just make them think about it.
100%.
All right. So hit us with our second buy of the week.
I'm going to give you another really solid buy this week. And it's a guy I love rest of season. Of course, he plays for my beloved Raiders, and that is tight end Brock Bowers. Now, Brock Bowers just a couple weeks ago might have been maybe untouchable at the tight end position. But with kind of the mini emergence now, kind of almost talk about Braylon Allen for the Jets, a mini emergence here of Jacoby Myers has some concerned owners out there for Brock Bowers. Maybe defense is setting up to bracket him, take him out of that passing game. But Bowers is going to be a key part of this passing offense the rest of the season. And the Raiders have the number one schedule for tight ends beginning this week, rest of season. So if you can get Bowers, and I'm not suggesting you're buying him low, but there's a buying window opportunity here for Bowers just because of kind of what I just outlined. And so if you can get him, he's another guy, get him on your roster.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, again, like you just have to get him no matter what the price because he gives you such an advantage at that position. We saw kind of a fluky national tight ends day this last Sunday where everybody did great right at tight end, but that's not going to be most weeks. Most of these guys are going to go back to having their pretty standard weeks. Bowers has been elite. He's been, top 3 in the league at tight end this year, and that gives you such an advantage week over week. So definitely use some of that depth you've got. Use a guy that you're trying to sell high, and go get Brock Bowers, 100%.
No doubt.
All right, and then last, but certainly not least.
Well, I figure I'd give you a running back, give you a tight end. Let me give you a receiver or receivers, depending on who you like personally. Look, Bears coming out of the bye week. Caleb Williams has a kind of a showcase matchup against Jaden Daniels. And for the most part, Caleb crapped the bed, completed 10 passes, 130 yards.
Very sad.
DJ Moore was not. He was very sad. Was not a big part of that passing offense on Sunday. I think he was 3rd overall on the team in terms of targets and receptions. However, just like I was talking about Brock Bowers, the Chicago Bears have the #1 schedule rest of season at the receiver position. So personally, I like DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore is the most polished receiver on this offense. I think he is kind of that alpha stud receiver, and I expect him to to break out of this little mini slump he had this past week and really dominate the looks in this offense. If you're feeling like you want to go Dunze or maybe go in a different direction, that's fine. But personally, for me, I'm trying to buy DJ Moore.
Yeah, like you said, it's a mini slump. Nobody's perfect. No receiver has perfect 20-point games all year long. Nobody does that. But when somebody that's doing really, really well has one game down, some people overreact to that. Try to take advantage of that. I also want to point out that apparently last week, when I broke the mold in Boom Bust by putting all of the Niner receivers in the boom department, it reminded you just exactly who you were, and now you've got all the Chicago Bears receivers on the bye list. And so I just want to say to our viewers, you're very welcome. The professor is back in full form.
Well, this is DJ Moore primary, the other receivers kind of secondary. So I'm giving my stamp on DJ Moore, but yes, it's hard to kind of overlook the schedule that they have rest of season. Hey, look, it's also very good for Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But that whole offense took a little bit of a step back this past week, and so that creates that buying opportunity. It doesn't take long for owners to panic. And if you throw out a reasonable offer, he's a guy you can probably get at a decent price.
Well, I think you have to keep in mind too, like with Caleb Williams, he's just a rookie. So even in a great matchup, it's not a guarantee he's going to have a great performance like, a wily veteran would. So things are going to happen, but with that schedule, like you said, definitely get him on your roster. All right,
100%.
Everybody, good luck in week 9. If you got losing records, turn them around. Get in the playoffs. Go buy these guys. Let them carry you the rest of the way. And we'll see you next week.
Later, fellas.